Hey, Steve Ritter here, the beardless Steve Ritter. Wife asked me to shave, so just taking a little break from beard. Anyway, I'm going to just do a quick little video today on what to do with your leftover chicken. This is the remnants of tonight's dinner. We had a chicken, just a whole chicken, and this is the meat that we didn't eat that I picked off of it. And this is probably going to be chicken and dumplings tomorrow night, or chicken soup, or something else, a casserole or something like that. But anyway, I picked all the meat off of it, and what I have left is the carcass, okay? So I took some of the real fatty pieces of meat. There's little bits of meat on here that I couldn't get off, but the fat, bones, things like that. And you could use everything on the chicken. They used to say that about pigs, that you could use everything but the oink. It's almost true with the chicken, except you don't eat the feathers though, do you, Bella? Do you like feathers, Bella?
Not particularly.
No. They're good for stuffing pillows, I suppose. So anyway, what we're gonna do with this, like I said, I'm gonna use the meat for something else. So all I would do is you pick everything off, you put all the stuff in the pot with some water, and just like that, just enough to cover it, and I'm gonna just slow boil this for the next hour or so, and just slow boil it. What you want to do is cook all the goodness out of the bones, all the marrow and everything else, so cook all that out. Cooking the fat off of this, and the meat and all the flavor, get all the flavor out of it in the juice. And what we're gonna get left with is chicken. What was that, broth, right? Anyway, chicken broth. So, and I'm going to use that for beans or cooking, or maybe a soup or something like that. So it's stock, I guess is what it is. It's not broth, it's stock. So I'm going to just put this on real quick while we're getting ready to watch a movie. And I just put it on, light it up, and I'm going to just boil this, get this up to a boil, and then I'll turn it down and just let a slow little simmer, a little low bubble simmer, and we'll check back in a little while when it's going here, when it's all cooked down, and show you what's next. So see you in a bit. Stand by one. All right, so here we are back. It's been probably an hour and a half boiling this down. See, it'll start coming apart. All the meat will cook off all the bones, and that carcass just cooks right down, cooking the fat out of the skin and everything else. And you can see that it'll come up big, just comes apart. As you can see, the stock there, it's really thick, and it's a nice color to it and all, and it smells great, obviously, like chicken soup. So we'll let this boil down a little bit more, but I had it like on a low, just a low simmer. So we'll give it a little bit longer, and then we'll take it out. Hey, all right, so we boiled this and boiled it down for about 2 hours or so, just a low, slow boil. And you can, Bella, can you get this close here? So you can see on the top there the little fat globules on the top there, but it pretty much boiled this all the way down, and it just kind of comes apart. So the question is this stock or is this broth? So stock is basically when you boil bones down, you get all the marrow and everything else out of it. That's stock. Broth is more of the meaty parts of when you boil meat like that. And so this is the fact that I've got bones and cartilage and meat in here too. So I don't know, what do you think, Bill? Is that a broth or a broth, or I don't know, mix the two? The terms can be interchangeable. You could use either way. So all I did now, all you do now, that's enough. You can see the color in there and everything else. This looks real nice. So this is going to make a nice base for a soup, or so I've just put a colander over here to kind of catch this and put this over a little over a pot. this mixing bowl here. This is all that's left. So the chicken cooked all the way down, cooked all the juicy parts out of it here. Kind of shake it off, get all of it. Now, you can take this and let it cool, put it in the fridge. All the fat will rise to the top. You can skim that off and then just put it in a big old gallon Ziploc bag, which is what I'll do. Put it in a gallon Ziploc bag like this. Kind of push it down, get all the air out of it. I think I've got one in here. Here it is. I did this one before, so it freezes well. And you just put it in the freezer bag and you freeze it. I think this one here, the fat rose to the top there. It's on the top there, but you just take this and when you're ready, you just take it out of the bag and you put it in a pot and heat it up, and there's your base for nice soups. Or I like cooking beans in them instead of just water. I'll cook it in this stock or broth, whatever. It's interchangeable again, one or the other. So, anywho, that's how you just make get chicken stock out of there. So, scroll down. Don't forget like and subscribe, and good luck. And what are we calling this again? Are we calling this cooking with the Colonel? It's not really cooking, is it? What do you think, Bella?
I don't know.
It's late. So anyway, and I hope you this makes a nice base for a bunch of different things. So anyway, I hope this helps, and we'll see you next time. Hey, so I'm back. It's the next morning from when we put it away. I'm going to show you real quick. So what I did, now you can just pour it right in a Ziploc bag and be done with it. And freeze it. This freezes really nice. You can do that, or you could do like I did, and I put it in the refrigerator. Get it? Can you get down in there, Benjamin? See? So basically, this is all the fat that came off the skin and everything else. So it's a nice little layer here. You can just kind of skim this fat off and leave behind the stock. So again, is it stock or is it broth? Well, it's probably a little both, and it probably could be interchangeable. So again, stock is when you slow boil bones. Broth is when there's meat. So there was bones and skin and meat and everything. So I guess it's probably more stock than, or more broth than stock. So anyway, kind of get some of the big fat pieces out of here. And again, this freezes up nice, and you can use this for soup, or what we're going to fire up today. We're going to cook up some. We got Benjamin on the camera now. Say hi, Benjamin.
Hey.
What we're gonna do is make some chicken and dumplings. How's that sound?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I do like it. So that's probably good enough. And this will freeze up nice. So that's just some of the fat there. And then I just got a gallon freezer bag. So again, I was gonna just throw this carcass away. So this is kind of in the spirit of what Mom said about being frugal and using everything. So again, kind of like the pig, everything but the oink. I guess this would be everything but the, what do chickens do? Cluck?
Moo.
Moo, they don't moo. So, so I skimmed a lot of the fat off. I got this gallon bag here. I'm gonna put it in the sink just in case I miss. And you just pour it in. Gallon bag worked out real nice. Now I'm gonna just kind of mostly close this bag up. And I want to get the air out, not that the air will hurt it, but it's better. It takes up less space. I'm going to let all the air out as much as I can and seal it up. And it goes in the freezer, and it'll freeze up nice, and I can use it. This one here that I'm going to have, I showed you before, so I'm going to replace that. And see, I didn't skim the fat off that one. You see that white layer there? So, but that'll be all right, because that just makes things taste better. That's the butter of stock, I guess. So, freezes up nice. This has been in there since the last time we had rotisserie chicken. I think that was, I don't know, it's been a couple of months. So that's how long that's been in there. So it keeps real nice in the freezer. Just take it out, put it in the pot, heat it up, and then there you go. You got your broth or your stock or whatever. So that's the question. That's the big question, isn't it? Is it stock or is it broth? Right, Benjamin? Isn't that the question of the age?
Stoth
Or Brock?
Brock.
Whatever. So anyway, hope this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. And this is signing off, over and out.